feel good, we tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. If you looking for me, you know where to find me. I leave you dusted, I leave you behind me. I flip the switch from 0 to 90. If you do too much, I'ma do the almighty. You know I got it, you know I'm a legend. You know I'm the one, I do not come in second. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like...
Playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. A nice run there by Jones on first down as he'll wind up getting about 5, so 2nd and 5 coming up.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got his big tight end, Fant. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. First down and much more here for Jones. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Ronald Jones, 31 yards. And the Bucs are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Ryan Succop on for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Not much there, only a yard. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
At 1. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
12 more yards there and another first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Rosas good with the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Six yards left on 2nd down.
57, Mike, 57. Here we go, D, get off the field.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. This defense for the Packers, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Will Fuller, 72 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 14-7. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
There he goes, left side. The 20. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. This is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Logan Thomas, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Into a sea of defenders have intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. Touchdown! Allen Lazard from 13 yards out. And the Packers have moved out in front. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making
a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. you got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And down to the 27-yard line. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A give to Jones. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. 20, 10, 5, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Rosas to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. 2nd and 5. This one complete to Scott Miller. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller, 68 yards. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 10. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember, with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. The give is to Jones. Sheds off the tackle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 163 yards rushing for him now, as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Rosas' kick is good. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Pulls it in at the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the... And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. On first down, he'll drop to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Jones again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. Succop for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. They'll go again to Jones. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. 45 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They'll set up to throw. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Will Fuller. with his second touchdown of the night. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw him coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Again, it's Jones. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. 191 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option. You
get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now Jones, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Packers have retaken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones, and to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. To the right side, complete to Miller. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line.
But Charles, you look at this offense, they're the #1 seed, a Super Bowl favorite, but it's hard to avoid the topic that this is a rookie quarterback under center making his first ever postseason appearance. Any concern level there?
Well, I would think that we'd all have some concern because, you know, a rookie quarterback, that's just not normal, right? But I think I'd be a lot more concerned if they were the 6 or 7 seed and had to go on the road and play in a hostile environment. What if it was cold outside? But here you got a guy who's been solid all year, led them to all those wins, a #1 seed. I think they have unquestioned belief in him.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. A fourth quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Now Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. On 2nd down, it's Jones. 1st down and much more here for Jones. And finally wrestled down at the 11.
The Packers are moving on as we say thanks for watching and so long.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we bid you good night. from Tampa.